Hey, what's good with y'all YouTube? You don't know who I am, the name is Sean, but if you do know me, no introduction's really needed, you hear me? Um, I don't really need to explain what you see on the screen right now, but for those that are legally blind or just stubborn to wear glasses or whatever, this is 2K25. Another basketball game for another basketball year. We all know it and we all hate it. It is what it is. I got it for free, so I'm not really tripping. Anyway, that's besides the point. Uh, it's another year and I feel like talking, and I just want to give two side notes. One, this player right now that y'all see, this is a 70 overall. He was a 70 overall, whatever, and you just about to watch me cook with a 70 overall. Two, if my voice sounds like I've been smoking Black and Miles and cigarettes for the past week, look, I've been suffering with a fever and it's been beating my ass for the past couple of days. So bear with me, but I'm trying my best. You feel me? There's some things that I do want to talk about with this game. Better to talk about it now than later, even though 2K's not going to listen because they're just monopoly. They're just a big old monopoly that really doesn't care as long as they get money in their pockets. You bad greedy bastard. Anyway, I want to do like a little small part, which is just talk about things that we know or just issues that I don't want to talk about right now or they don't need to be talked about because it's something simple that could be solved. Anyway, think of it like a rapid fire. So here we go. Servers. You're a billion-dollar company. There's no excuses for me to be disconnecting the games. Thankfully, it doesn't happen during the game, although it did happen to me like an hour ago. But majority of the time, it usually happens after the game's over with. But that's just it's no excuse for all the amount of money y'all make. It doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Another problem I do have, y'all don't call travel when it needs to be called. Like I kid you not, there was a player who pumped fake like 50 times and no travel call was called. Like no travel was called whatsoever, which is kind of confusing. And I guess the last one for now, the refs like the call 3 and the key a little bit too late. Like I've noticed that like when the opponent's sitting in the paint, they take like 5 seconds, but when it's me or a teammate, they're instant with it. Like 3 seconds, that's it. That's all you get. And it's kind of like, okay, why treat us like this, but you treat the other team like that? Like that's not fair. You feel me? And I guess another one I have, the matchmaking doesn't make sense. And I'm speaking of like overall wise and whatnot. Well, I guess I could break that down then. I guess yeah, it might as well break that down. So with that, it's like, okay, for example, let's say I'm joining a rec game, right? And the teammates that I have, let's just say the tallest player is 6'10" or something like that. So when we get into the match, why 2K are you matching us up with 2 7-foot giants? You feel me? And then you got a 6'10" bastard at the 3 spot and 2 tall guards. Like, how do you think that's fair on our end? Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, I do understand that tall guards exist. I understand that, tall ass people exist in general. And I understand that small ball is also a thing. But I'm just saying, with a game as big, and I put that in quotation marks, and popular also in quotation marks, wouldn't you think that the player base would kind of be enough to where we could have even matchups frequently or consistently? You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't make sense, like it's kind of not mind numbing. And on top of that, also with overall as well, let's just say the team overall that I'm with is a 82 or something, and the team we're facing is like a 96. How is that fair on our end when they're a higher overall team? Now, don't get me wrong, I did say I'm cooking with a 70 overall. So in reality, overall doesn't really matter. But it does get frustrating to constantly face higher overall people because it's like they have access to more things than I do right now because they're higher overall than me. They have more animations unlocked because, they're higher overall than me. You feel me? And I'm kind of stuck with the basic moves and whatnot, so I can only do so much. And it's like, that's not really fair, for anybody, because it's like, wow, that's kind of a unfair advantage if you think about it, Next, I want to talk about defense. Yeah, it's horrible. Everybody's been saying it's horrible. I wanted to give it a chance, but it is terrible. Paint defense is non-existent basically. I kid you not, it's ridiculous. Like I had contested somebody in the paint very tight, still made it. But when I go up with a layup, why it be wide open, I miss it or whatever. And it's like, what? That doesn't make sense. So I'm not being rewarded for making a smart play. That's basically what 2K saying, like, oh, you don't deserve to be rewarded for your smart play. And the steals, I guess I could applaud 2K for actually sticking to what they're saying about the steals. The steals do, yeah, they feel better than last year. I'll give it that. The loose balls is more frequent. You could actually do lane steals, although not really unless you got interceptor or something like that. Even if you do time it right, they might give you they might give you that animation where they make you go left when the ball's going right or something like that. But overall, steals is solid in my opinion. But defense as a whole is just garbage. Like, y'all just allow people to slide. As much as y'all say that y'all implemented cutoffs, y'all don't allow me to cut off, even though I'm actually cutting them off at the perfect time, but y'all just let them slide past me like I'm just made of butter or something like that, which is kind of like, okay, like, all right, like, wow, like, thank you for not rewarding me for making a smart defensive play, but okay, I guess. And I also want to speak on defense as well, because this goes as far as the AIs. The AIs are kind of stupid, man. All right, so you seen this clip here. We got Derek Lively. He's supposed to be guarding Chris Bosh, right? I'm supposed to be guarding Tyrese. Well, that's Ingram. My bad. Ingram's supposed to be guarding Tyrese. For some reason, Lively act like he's about to help on Tyrese, and then he lets Bosh get in for an open cut, which is game ball, which doesn't make sense because this happens frequently whenever I play this mode. Like, Lively just sits there and just let his man cut in the back door or something like that, which that's so constant, and there's nothing I could really do about it. Like, come on, yo. Continuing on with defense, it, like I said, it doesn't really reward you, which I still hate. Like, it still really doesn't reward me. I was doing that Kobe challenge to get to be able to change takeovers or whatever, and boy, 2K blatantly cheats for Kobe. Now, don't get me wrong, I understand it's Kobe. I get it, I do. But it's like, damn, what you mean I can't rip him? I can't get a steal off him? You feel me? Like, I shit you not, I got it though. Don't get me wrong. I beat him eventually. But it's like, it was so many times where 2K kind of let him do whatever he wants. I mean, okay, yeah, he's Kobe. He a hooper. He a dog. I get that. But if I'm also holding him down, contesting him properly, actually staying in front of him, why am I not getting rewarded? Why y'all let him get second chances? And speaking of second chances, y'all let these players get all these second chances with like steals and all that and whatnot, but when it comes to me, oh no, it's automatic. Like, for example, let's say I block a ball, y'all gonna either y'all gonna have the ball go out of bounds, which is the most common one, which I'm not tripping about, or B, y'all have the ball ricochet off the goal and somehow go to the teammate. Or with a steal, for example, I poke the ball out, and for some reason, some one way or another, it rolls out of bounds when I poked it forward towards our goal. So it's like, what? How does that make sense? Or when I'm getting the big man, right? I gotta pick up on the big man, and I try to rip him, but they act like he got AI handles or something like that. Like, how does that make sense, bro? Like, come on, y'all. Another gripe I have is the player base, which is not surprising, of course, but some of y'all gotta get y'all head out y'all asses and actually be humble and know what you can or cannot do. I'm just keeping the buck stack, and also on top of that, play defense. Like, when I talk to randoms, like, I don't really mean to be disrespectful, nothing like that. Like, dead ass, all I'm really asking you is just stay on your man. I'm not asking you to don't shoot no more or don't pass no more or whatever like that. I'm not really asking you for none of that. Unless you can't shoot, then I'm going to tell you do not shoot. But it's like, all I'm asking you to stay on your man. What are you helping for when I'm already guarding my man and my man is like 0 for 5 or something like that? Why are you helping on my man? Meanwhile, your man got 18 right now because you keep helping everybody or something like that. You know, so it's like, it's like, you can't lack it. All I'm asking for is common sense. I'm not asking for anything more or anything less. And on top of that, y'all, and I said this in my last video, y'all are not hoopers. Y'all not. Y'all give up early in the game. That's real hooper mentality. Wow, like that sure got you on the team for sure. Y'all sell for whatever reason. Y'all still be calling timeouts for the most pettiest shit. I thought we was done with that back in 2K19, 20. Like, that's the most childish shit ever. Grow up, man. Like, y'all take dumb shots still. And don't get me wrong, I take dumb shots as well. Don't get me wrong, and I do make up for those. But for the majority of the time, you could get mad at me all you want, but guess what? You see what my shots say? It at least says open, and it says open or wide open for the most part, or light pressure. I'm not out here constantly shooting tight shots or anything like that. Like, bruh, I had a game where somebody kept going in the paint with 3 people in there, and he never passed it, bro. And it's like, I can't waste time out because it's pointless. Because either way it go, he either gonna get the ball back, or you know, he gonna call timeout himself. It's like, what? Why are you being so childish? Why? Why are you being so childish? Grow up, dude. Just play basketball. That's all I want. That's all I want from people. Just play basketball. It's not that hard. Play basketball, play defense, and make smart shots. Like, I don't get it. Y'all too egotistical, and I could be egotistical myself, but I also know when I have to give it up. Come on, bro. Come on. Last thing I want to speak on is the takeover meter, which is going to be real quick. And I hate that, like, when I miss light pressure and open shots, my meter goes all the way down. But when I'm doing good in the game, it doesn't fill up fast unless I have a certain takeoff boost. Why did I say takeoff? Anyway, that's the end of this video. I hope y'all enjoyed this. What y'all like about the game, what y'all hate about it, how y'all feel about it. Personally, I don't really care. I just want to hoop. You feel me? I just want to play basketball. Leave a like, share, subscribe, the usual per usual. Check out my Hollow Knight video. Check out my other video as well, my most recent one. I love y'all all so much. I'll see y'all next time. Hopefully y'all get be better. We out of here. Bye bye.